let's go up a little ways to Flamingo, impacted by the NFL draft experience. As many as 1 million people projected to visit our valley over the 3 days of the draft. So what is this doing for our economy and small businesses?
Yeah, for that, News 3's Lauren Clark hit the strip and she joins us now. She's live near Resorts World. And Lauren, what are you noticing there?
Hey there, Latoya and Marie. You know, the draft experience and all the craziness there is actually quite far from where we're standing now, but still, business is trickling over to this area and to these small businesses, and people are spending, which is exactly what we like to see. Now, we spoke to several businesses who say the draft is raking in some serious cash for them. Teddy, he's the manager at Lee's Discount Liquor Store. He says they've been busier than they've ever been, and we saw plenty of customers too walking with black bags at 10 a.m. It's also absolutely packed inside Taco El Gordo, a very popular taco spot here. And the chef tells us they've been very busy with all of those tourists. Take a listen.
The more people coming, and then you see a lot of people at different country. Then I personally talked with the people, and they heard, where are you coming from? They said, we're coming from Colorado, we're coming from New York. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, and here's the really cool thing. It's not just the draft. Several of these businesses that I also spoke with told me that they've also seen a boost after NAB. That's the convention that just wrapped up, was here, and then CrimeCon just started today. So again, this is just this idea of conventions, big events that we do so well here in Las Vegas that pump so much money into our economy, returning much needed after these past 2 years of the pandemic.
And Lauren, what are you hearing from the tourists who are here for the draft? What are they saying about the experience?
Oh, Latoya, we've seen a lot of jerseys out here, and they've been telling us they've been having a blast. In fact, we spoke to one group visiting from Ohio, and they tell us they've been having so much fun, and they actually went to the liquor store and Taco El Gordo, by the way. They've been having so much fun. They want to see this happening in Las Vegas every single year. They want the draft to be here permanently. And hey, I mean, if the NFL's listening right now, might not be such a bad idea. Just saying. Just saying.
We definitely know how to throw a party, don't we?
Yep, we're used to having visitors. All right, thanks so much. We continue with our team coverage. This economic boost from the NFL draft is coming right on the heels of record gaming revenue in March. And News 3 Steve Wolford joining us live near Fremont Street with a closer look at what those numbers meant to Nevada taxpayers and what they're doing for hospitality jobs.
Yeah, that's right. The latest gaming revenue numbers show that the economic heartbeat of Las Vegas is continuing to beat stronger. That's great for generating tax revenue, but is that heartbeat strong enough to keep putting more people back to work?
I've seen this before. Las Vegas is bulletproof.
Tony Alamo, a past chairman of the Nevada Gaming Control Board, says he's not surprised about the record revenue reported by Nevada casinos in March. In Clark County alone, casinos generated nearly $1.2 billion in revenue, 60% better than last March. Statewide, it translated into $97 million for Nevada coffers in the March to April collection period.
Gross gaming taxes, that rejuvenates the state, but it's everything else is attached to it, right? So next to a hotel casino are other businesses that generate taxes. They generate income.
Alamo says gaming recovered from the downturns caused by 9/11, the 2008 recession, and now the COVID pandemic because it can quickly evolve.
We were first just gaming. What was gaming? It was a room with no windows and clocks. And then what are we now? We're an end destination. We're hospitality.
So what is it doing for the hospitality industry?
Well, the gaming numbers are up, but they don't tell the whole picture.
Local Culinary Union Secretary-Treasurer Ted Papageorge says the record gaming numbers are reason to be optimistic, but other parts of the hospitality sector are lagging.
The international travel and the conventions are not back yet in the way that they were before, but things are moving in the right direction. We're still sitting about 80%. And it's been about flat.
That's why Papageorge says big events like the NFL draft coming to Las Vegas mean the world to his union members.
Many of them told me personally that this is the most work they've had in quite a while. So they were very thankful.
Papageorge says his members are still only back to about 65% of the total hours that they had before the pandemic, but he's hoping that other big events between now and the end of the year will definitely help that situation. And the more people who come into town for big events, the more people will leave more tax revenue on the gaming tables.
That's right. May Day, May 1st, also known as International Workers' Day or Labor Day in several countries around the world. Here in Las Vegas, typically one rally is held, this year splitting into two, one starting on East Sahara Avenue and the other in front of the Bellagio fountains.
No justice! No peace! No justice!
Two rallies, two messages, both aiming to improve working conditions and shine a light on issues affecting workers in Las Vegas.
People can't afford to just live and survive, and it's unacceptable the way things are.
The first organized by the Las Vegas May Day Coalition, for the 16th year in a row, holding a rally in historic Commercial Center District before marching down Sahara Avenue.
Together to fight for the survival of our schools. Everything else will collapse.
Immigrants' rights are workers' rights. Everybody's rights.
This one protesting high rents, low wages in Clark County School District, saying it's in crisis.
Our hope is that we can get to the end of the year without having anyone else be injured or, killed in our buildings. That would be the worst case scenario.
With about 50 in attendance, they marched over 1 mile to Las Vegas Boulevard.
This year we really felt that it was crucial to kind of put a spotlight on certain things that are in crisis in Clark County.
Hoping to pressure local government to enact policies of rent control and have people form tenant unions. Meanwhile, down on the Strip, a second May Day rally with well over 100 people marching from the Bellagio fountains to the New York, New York. This one asking President Biden to repeal Title 42 on the border and keep his promise to provide a pathway to citizenship. Also calling for the casinos to give culinary workers laid off during the pandemic their jobs back. Stopping in front of the Las Vegas Statue of Liberty was no coincidence.
We know that union runs the city, and particularly families who are migrants. And so we're here to not only uplift their efforts, but also recognize their humanity.
Now, there were some detractors walking by, driving by, letting their voices be heard, speaking out against these rallies, but overall, both of them were peaceful.
Hi everybody, I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.